So I'm born and raised in Morgantown. I always had a passion for the bridal industry. I was a little kid who would walk around. I had a notebook. I'd walk around. I'd draw wedding dresses in. Like every weekend, I'd make a wedding dress for my dog, and she'd get married to, like whatever teddy bear was lying around. So after college, I moved to New York City for a couple years and worked in the fashion industry there and learned a lot. It was great. Came home, kind of worked a couple of different random jobs like property management for 2 years. Like that was very random. So one day out of the blue, I've always been one of those people who I get an idea in my head and I run with it like, hey, let's move to New York today. Why the heck not? I always wanted to, so today seems like a good day to do it. So I remember I was standing on a ladder scraping wallpaper, and my mom called and she's like, how you always wanted to open a bridal store? I said, yeah. She goes, I just got a feeling today's a good day for it. It's definitely, now kind of having that, you always have that personal connection with your bride just because, we're not just somewhere where people are popping in and buying a dress for dinner that night. Like this is a really personal connection. It's a really personal experience. One, a girl's dreamt about her whole life. And, so we really get to know them. I mean, there's times where the couch over here turns into like a therapist's office and they come in, they're like, I just can't deal with this anymore, and so it's always been cool having that relationship with them, but now being able to relate with them is really cool. But you spend a couple months to a year to sometimes a couple of years getting to know this person, getting to know their family. So it's a bittersweet day when they pick up their dress and they're going to get married because you're so happy for them, but you also know you're not really going to see them as much anymore, so you miss them. But it's a really cool field to be in. I feel like, people here, and even we get it here all the time. They're like, oh, I feel like I need to go to Pittsburgh, or I need to do this, or I need to fly to Boston or New York and do it. But it's really... again, it's that sense of community, and it's bringing that, the bigger cities, the designers they carry, and bringing the vibes you would get from those big stores, but to put it in a small boutique way, in a more personal, family-oriented atmosphere. Like we feel like anytime a bride walks through that door, she is a part of our family. We really try to treat it that way. And I feel like, in a bigger store, in a bigger city, you're not quite going to get that because they're so busy all the time and they're kind of one in, one out. We really try to form that relationship and that bond with them. And I feel like you might not necessarily get that in a bigger city. I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm crying with the mom, when a bride connects with that dress and when she has that moment and she's up there and she's like, this is my dress, it is like, not like, oh yeah, I sold a dress. That's great. That's all well and good. But it is more so just that I'm so excited for her right now. I'm so excited. She's getting married in that dress. Like that is her wedding dress. That's, most little girls dream of what their wedding dress is going to be like. And there it is. That's it. That's hers. And, just when they get that look on their face, it's a great moment. It's what keeps us going around here. It is just such a cool feeling. Family can make or break the bride's appointment, for sure. But I think you just get so caught up in the happiness of the whole thing that you're elated with everyone, and you really just, again, forming that personal connection with the bride is the key to making, just making it all magic.